Alright guys, sorry about that bit of a break. We're actually jumping over to a different game. We were not able to get into that one. I know you guys really want to see the Night's Watch going up against Gravity Axe. Unfortunately, we cannot bring you that game at this point in time. So instead, we have Spicy Waffles facing off against BFM Esports. You can see the bands on the left and right hand sides of the screen for their respective teams. So let's run through the roster, I guess. Go over who's playing what for this particular one, since we didn't actually see the picks and bands phase.
Yep, Spicy Waffles should really be just called, like, Spicy Points or something like that, because it's a mixture of those two teams put together. On King, Ninja Bobat, Wolfie, the Bushy, and Flurryq. Bushy, formerly known as Fresh Times, formerly known as Bushy. And across the way, BFM Esports, who defeated the Laser Unicorns this week, who were 3 seeds higher than them. BFM Esports can be played by Dardes, Tins, Jessipas, Arkil, and Malibu. Malibu Barbie, played by Bacchus. The new inversion Malibu Barbie.
God.
Malibu Bacchus. How cool is that?
That would be one of those highly interesting joke skins, but also at the same time very frightening. Can you imagine Bacchus in a 2-piece swimsuit?
I'm so down. I'm so down. Malibu Bacchus skin sounds amazing. I'm so up for that one. Start the game though, there's not going to be too much going on. I mean, a little bit of aggression onto Ninja Boba there, who's playing that Bastet. Poked down by Tins early on that Mercury. We saw Tins' Mercury last time around, very, very aggressive. I'm not scared to duel it out. Didn't work out all that well all the time, but sometimes it doesn't.
Indeed. It appears we have caused a bit of a riot in chat.
Yep, right all you want. Right all you want. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it, boys? Huh?
Finish driving over there, smack whoever's caused the problem upside the head, and get him to fix the problem, Hindu. It's that simple.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, Zan. Please stop BM. Much BM Marino. Cannot handle. So let's talk about lane matchups first of all. Bakasura versus Chaac, pretty much a farm lane. Bacchus does have some kill potential, but Chaac's a very hard target for him to bring down. Middle lane, Scylla's going to be fired up against this Poseidon, pushed in a little bit earlier on as expected, but then after that, everything will be pretty much fine there. Should be able to farm up gracefully. Ninja Bobat, there's not much he's going to be doing on the Bastet, just looking for potential gank. Sylvanus, Xbalanque up against Bacchus, Anhur. Honestly, that lane push should definitely be in Xbalanque Sylvanus' favour, but there's definitely aggression options available for Bacchus and Anhur.
Yeah, back harpies rather, again taken by Mercury, and I'm not going to be splitting experiences right now. Spicy Waffles are forcing that mini wave all the way to the tower. The Whirlpool's going to help slow him down. Tidal Wave actually going to pick up the rest of them. I don't believe he actually lost any gold to the tower on that particular wave of minions. A little bit of aggression. Rising Jaguar coming out of the bush. He belches the gods coming down. Will find the stun. No follow-up to be had. Arkyle was not in position to pop an impale into the wall and pin him down. So like I said, a bit of a just kind of standoff back and forth lane for the time being.
Yeah, it's pretty much what we're going to see through the early stages anyway. Wolfie and Ninja Bobat return after doing back harp. He's going to soak up this wave. Should bring him closer to that level 5 shortly after this mini wave goes down. Should be level 5 for Wolfie at least. And there we go. We can see that one going down. Ninja Bobat will be there soon after, once he's done his back harpies, I suspect, as well. Meanwhile, left-hand side, Poseidon Tin's going to rotate in for this. They're both level 5 here. Going to look for the aggression. Great belly flop. Looking for Flurryq. There's no follow-up, though, as the Sonic Boom did not connect.
But you can now swatch out the Kraken, smack dab in the center. Why are you in slow-mo? Silly client. Let's get rid of that in just a second. Fight on, just paid. Will find the kill.
Nice,
Bushy answers back with the kill using that Rising Jaguar.
Bushy.
Nice answer back off a big 4v2 rotation to go 1-for-1. That's a pretty nice play overall by Spicy Waffles. Oh, unfortunately, First Blood did mean a slight bit more gold for BFM.
Yeah,
Soul in as well. Arn King getting picked up by Dardes. The full-on fight. Ultimates were spent. Dardes just barely sneaking out ahead. That little bit of a heal from that rain dance kept him up and alive.
And the Storm Cold. Don't forget, Storm Cold does reduce damage done by 50% while it's active for that little time. You probably would have used it just afterwards. But I love what Spicy Waffles did there. The Bushy made a really good play. He was up against 4 opponents on that gank, and he still managed to pick off a target and make it more worthwhile. Mid Harpies on the right do go across to Spicy Waffles. Left-hand side, though, once again, Bushy needs to watch himself, but he's got the support. Flurryq coming in from the side. Need to watch out, Arkil. Gonna be fine, though. Just gonna throw the root on those minions and go back to farming.
Yep, I don't know, looking at this matchup, Malibu heading back to base for the first time, picking up some boots, maybe upgrading that Hand of the Gods as well. Over to Soul Lane, it was a bit of a bloodbath just a moment ago as they went back and forth. Bakasura has a pretty good fight with those Butcher Blades.
Oh, Bobat. Gonna chase him down, Tids in the jungle in his own back harp. He's going to be trying to kill him with the cats, but good rotation from Poseidon, plus a hog is going to keep Tids alive. There's not a whole lot Bobat could do there. Return back to base, there was nothing more for him. Nice little escape exit used there, and really good rotation from Poseidon, in all honesty, to come back and support his teammate.
Darts on the Soul Lane for even more pressure on Arn King. A big part of this matchup is going to be the difference between that heal from Rain Dance and just Arn King. It's more damage from Butcher Blades versus sustain and heal, and like the protections off of that Storm Call as well. So it's going to be curious to see when they never really strike blows again, who will come out victorious. Speed buff getting picked up by Tanks. Actually, having a little bit of a hard time with it. Health bar is getting low, but it looks like he's... Oh, he might actually have to back off this one. His health bar is getting really, really low. He needs help.
Does he really need help? No. Yeah, he did. He did need help quite a lot, actually. It looks like, thankfully, Poseidon's there again to save his bacon, or at least his running shoes for now. Wolfie's going to pick up the red buff for himself, though, with the support of his support. And now they're the crossed-away Ninja Boba helping out Arn King bring down that blue buff. I like Chaac's build here. He's going for the Witchblade. It's not something we've seen as often nowadays, but that extra physical protection and the debuff that's going to be given to enemies around him, it will help him out against the Bastet and the Bakasura. Doesn't obviously work for true damage, but still.
Does it also slow the attack speed of the kitty cats from the cat call?
Is it true? It does slow them as well, yes.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, yeah, and all around a decent pickup. Of course, everybody should be auto-attacking during fights, so that 30% attack speed slow, not bad in this last 25%. Some number of attack speed slow. The speed gets slow to the attacks, that's the important thing to take away from it. Other than that, a little bit of a lull right now. Mid-Harpies were taken just a little while ago by Spicy Waffles. We'll be respawning a second. BFM Esports going to need to look to actually contest them this time. You let too many of those go, you start building up a gold lead for your opponent. If nothing else, you need to be making sure to just show presence. If you're not there at all, well, you really did just give them up for free. Arkel taking about half his health worth of poke from Ninja Bobat just off of a 1 pounce Razor Whip combo. So Bastet's reaching that point where she's getting pretty deadly at this point in the game. One more rank to go in that Razor Whip.
BFM have got themselves in a pretty good spot right now, in all honesty. They've got themselves a small lead in terms of kills. The gold is actually in their favour. Mid lane engagement from Malibu. Once again, get a belly flop in, find the stun, only to Flurry Q, but the turnaround might happen now as he gets pulled into a Rapid Terror. I'm a monster combination. Meanwhile, there's a trade over in the solo lane, but Wolfie's going to find the kill onto Malibu. Bushy gets a kill in the solo lane. Kraken came out in mid, and Jaspask finds a double there. Crazy action all over the map, and there's only 2 members alive on each side.
At times, we're looking to catch the escape. They're backing on the enemy side of the jungle and not going to find this pickup. Kills everywhere in one big, huge engagement. That does also free up Spicy Waffles to pick up these mid-harpies just for Jess Bay. You know, ideally you share them, but when you win a team fight like that and you get them for yourself as well, was it actually a win? I'm going to actually pull the timeline up and check. It's 3 for 3 overall as far as skills were concerned across the map. This fight's going on everywhere right then and there.
Yeah, there was. It was action everywhere. But gold lead is still in BFM Esports' favour. Experience lead ever so slightly in with Spicy Waffles. Still anyone's game right now. Looking towards the late stage of the game, it's going to be interesting to see because at the moment Dardes did just trade out against that Bakasura. So Arn King's playing a little bit better this time round. Not made the mistake of what he did the first time. He's got a little bit more damage coming online. Igval will be there soon for him, so he'll be doing a lot more poke. And Dardes worked on that Witchblade now, so that's going to affect the enemy team. Godfrey has been started though, and Tins has seen it.
It's taking a lot of damage. They do have the Wrath of the Gods available. Bacchus does not, so even if you rise to the party, this is about to be a Gold Fairy for Spicy. If they can secure this quickly, it's down to the threshold. The Spicy Waffles will get it, but kills coming out now for BFM Esports. 1 down already. They're looking for more belly flop coming in. Wolfie in the bushy in a spot trouble. Wolfie gets the kill onto Malibu, however, right beforehand. If they can disengage now, they will come out very victorious in this fight overall. The Whirlpool drop down. Desert Fury through the wall. Archive finds the second kill of the fight. Wolfie's Sentinel used up already, could potentially jump back to it, but right now, Poseidon is giving chase. The Trident's down. Sikkim is good. Beads out of the Kraken coming out. Good Aegis.
Good Aegis, and there's the Iron Monster pops as well to be able to turn around, deal some damage back. It might be a bit dangerous though, but the crush is good enough. Arkel's going to try and chase him with the Anhur, but round the corner he goes with the Sentinel to get out. But now it looks like he might be a casualty of war now as Bobat's here. But on the backside, Tins is watching.
Yep. Watching his little friend just fall to the 3 members of Spicy Waffles. Wolfie making a beautiful play in the middle of that, turning that around into a kill for himself and still surviving. Poseidon just chased too far, and also an Archive was kind of following up to back him up if necessary, and that resulted in both of those guys getting killed. The fight, with the exception of the Gold Free, was fairly even aside from that, but they gave up essentially 2 extra kills just because they were a little too committed to that hunt.
I mean, you can see on the graphs right now that the experience lead was already in Spicy Waffles' favour. It went backwards and forwards. It stays in their favour. And at the same time, the gold difference has swung completely in Spicy's favour. So they've got a small lead at the moment. They need to keep capitalising on it. Talking about capitalising it, Malibu's in a bit of trouble over here. There's no more poke available, though, but the pull was fantastic from Flurry then.
Definitely. Right now, a bit of a standoff once again as nothing is really up on the map to take. Tynes in the junk. Oh, we're going to actually watch this time. It looks like he fared a little bit better against the speed buff this time. He didn't need help.
He did the right thing. He did the right thing. He did it with a decent enough health. That's the main thing. But jungle buffs are available for both sides right now. Red and purple available for Spicy Waffles. Red up at the moment for BFM Esports. Keeping on Poseidon. Rotating over there with the help of Tin soon. But to sick him in that mid lane. And now Bastet's going to dive in. Bobat wants some of that. He's going to drop the bleed. And that. And as well. Oh my gosh. The dot was enough. The declaw damage. Ouch.
Tynes in a bad spot. Cacko dropped down. All the damage. The I'm a Monster from Wolfie. Tynes did not have time to go anywhere in that one. He was looking for the plant Ninja Bobat using that Sonic Boom, but once he went in, that was it. He could not engage in the slightest. I think he might have just forgotten the fact that, Bastet drops those cat calls. My auto attack's going to be hitting the cats, not Bastet.
And now because of that, they're going to be able to see the way the red buff, the purple buff's being dropped down on this side of the map too. Spicy Waffles starting to get a big acceleration on their lead. That play by Bobat in mid onto Poseidon set themselves up. Tins, like I said, he's very aggressive on this Mercury in the jungle, and sometimes he can get himself picked from that, and that's what happened there. He engaged looking to try and make it an even trade in the mid lane, and in doing so set himself up to die, lost his jungle because of it. They're going to lose left harpies, right harpies are going to go down as well. Spicy Waffles starting to get control.
Definitely, they have the gold lead now, as well as the experience lead. Over in the left lane, a bit of a rotation coming out by BFM Esports. They're looking for a pick here on the left lane members of Spicy. They did catch the bushies. Has that Rising Jaguar in just a second. Will he be able to use it? The belly flop, the Intoxicate, it's going to buy him time, but will it be enough? The Desert Fury from downtown gets that particular kill. Kraken coming out as well, looking for the kill to Flurkio. He's low in health, back under his tower, but they're looking to dive at Malibu, tanking it up right now. There's the root, Verdant Growth. He's still alive. He's still good. Reinforcements are nearby, but Tynes is rotating over as well. That's going to be 2-0, going away at BFM once again.
Maybe Bobat can make something happen here with the declaw. Got to put the bleed onto Malibu. Pounce back is still available. He's going to go back, but Tins is waiting in the wings. The thing is, though, Wolfie's here as well, and it's Tins who's the one that's caught out. He's going to go down to Wolfie and trade it into a 2-for-2.
They're still waiting around. I'm a Monster coming out, looking for damage on Arcade, gonna dodge balls, impales one. Ninja Bobat gonna pounce, short range, pounce right back. Still up, still alive. First comes out, Arcade finds another one. BFM Esports just narrowly coming out of this fight ahead overall. Spicy Waffles right now have a bit of a battle. They're not able to run away with this one. BFM Esports
this is a really close game. It's a really close game between these two teams right now. It could still go either way. I mean, at the moment, you see an advantage for Spicy Waffles, but it's so close. The fights are going backwards and forwards between the two. One team engages, the other one comes back, the other one comes back again, and it just keeps going. Maybe one of these teams needs to realize that when they get a kill or two, they need to just back out then. Continue chasing on, can get yourselves caught in a bad position. BFM should have taken the result of killing the Xbalanque. They went for the Bacchus, and then it turned round because Flurkio played it pretty well under the tower. And then the reinforcements came, but left-hand side, our kill needs to be careful.
Disperse just used to leap on out. With the if you ignore that Gold Fury kill a little while back. Oh, Soul Lane.
In a 2v1, he finds the kill onto Tins. With the regurgitate damage, there wasn't much else Dardes could do there. Everything was on cooldown. He even used the Stomp Call as well. Thing is, though, he could get some tower pressure there, but it looks like he's going to put down the ward first of all, just in case of the rotation coming from Bastet. And a good ward it is, because that's where Ninja Bobat is, coming in now to defend the tower.
Yep, looking for Dardes taking a little bit of poke from that Razor Whip. Gonna be getting healed straight back up, though, by that Rain Dance. Gaining a little bit of health overall. Not quite as much as, that bleed effect hadn't been there. But, with the exception of that last kill and that Gold Fury, Spicy Waffles have the experience lead. With the exception of the Gold Fury, essentially Gold is dead even. Just like Gold Fury that's giving Spicy Waffles the lead right now.
Completely true. The Gold Fury was what swung it, but right now, I mean, it's still in their grasp to hold onto this game and start putting the pressure on. They've stolen away the jungle once. They can do it a second time. It'd be good for them. Poke between the two hunters once again going on. Good leap out from Anhur. Going to avoid the pull as well. And everything's just going to continue farming up for the moment. Harpies due up in about 30 seconds' time.
Yep, I imagine both these teams are going to be here to contest. Already, though, you see Spicy Waffles in position. They're looking for the left side. The Crush is down. It's waiting. Pull them both in and then detonated here. As soon as Ninja Bobat comes around the wall to share that experience. Sharing is caring. And, of course, getting that extra overall experience and gold is a nice little benefit. Right side still up for the time being as some rotations come in. Looks like Bobat might have been spotted out in the jungle here. Going to pounce away to safety, however.
Yeah, going to pounce out. Flurkio's going to be there as well. They're going to clear up that Gold Fury ward, though, at the sentry down. Malibu going to go aggressive into Bobat, knowing the pounce is down, forcing the beads out, which is a good beads, honestly, because the rotation from Tins and the Poseidon was there as well. Like now, with that beads being down, the Gold Fury has been started.
Malibu caught out. In fact, they forced from him. They're looking for damage. A Monster coming out. If he can find us from long range, could be killing to Malibu. There's a Rat there coming as well. That's a kill for Wolfie. He's going to be looking for a little bit more here. The damage Markov impaled into the wall, forces disperse over. However, Ninja Bobat finds the double in the backside of this fight. despite that lack of beads, he didn't seem too deterred, and right now, Spicy Waffles looking for the second gold Fury of the game. BFM, they don't have that Wrath of Gods really contest it.
No, they're going to go down without a fight. They're just going to push on mid lane instead and try and put the pressure on. And Anhur's going to leap over the wall, steal away the right-hand Harpies as well. Not the worst play in the world coming out from Spicy Waffles. BFM played it very well. They took down Bushy very quickly, using the cripple to make sure he couldn't escape with the Rising Jaguar. Obviously, Bushy didn't have beads just yet, so he couldn't get out of that crack, and they hit him in the face. The follow-up was good, but Wolfie turned that one around with the kill onto Malibu. And with that, the Hog goes down. The Hog 3 not available. In that case, it allows him to take the Gold Fury. But the problem is the members of BFM, the Anhur and Tins, decided not to go and defend that mid lane there. Went back to farming the jungle and basin, and that gave up a free tier 1 tower in the mid lane, which equals the one that Dardes just took in solo.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the mid lane tower is a bit more strategically advantageous, so Flurry Cube might get picked up here. Sylvanus is a good god, but he is not one known for his escapes. Good Dark Knights coming out, actually found a couple of stuns there, it looked like. You don't typically see that, yeah, but nevertheless, Flurry Cube just barely surviving that engagement. Good call for that Darkest Knights coming out to save his life. So with that, yeah, the mid lane tower being taken down for the soul lane, it answers back, it evens things out as far as gold is concerned, but strategically speaking, having that mid lane tower down frees up a big portion of the map for Spicy Waffles to maneuver around.
It does. The thing is, though, Dardes did get that solo lane tower, so now he's able to rotate. He also has teleport online as well, don't forget. With that TP available, he can rotate to these fights a little bit later, if so planned. But he took the tier 1 tower left-hand side, though. Bit of a duel going on between the Hunters once again. Bushy wants some more of this. Archeon pops the sprint to try and juke out Billy's good impale away, but the Rising Jaguar brings him in range. Desert Fury in response. The duel's still going on, but here comes Malibu.
Belch of the God stun is good. There's the Intoxic coming out just to secure that kill before he can pull any cheeky little Xbalanque shenanigans out of any, like, I don't know, does he have a hat? His back pocket, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what soccer players have as far as storage. That is true, but you typically store things in them. He could summon maybe Amos and Cobb to help him out, the droning beehive.
He could.
That could help him out. That said, jungle buffs respawning, being taken down rather quickly across the map. Just begun picking up his damage buff. Scylla has hers for Wolfie. Ninja Bubba once again forced to use that pounce to kind of leap out of a little bit of poke from the Spicy from BFM Esports with that Belch of the Gods. A bit of grouping here on the left side of the jungle. Left side Harpy's about to respawn. The Spicy in a position to take them immediately. The link the kill to Wolfie, the Whirlpool is down. The Sonic Boom coming as well. If they can find this kill, will be a huge pickup for them, but she's still alive. Sentinel going to get her out. The Kraken knocking for the kill. Here comes the Diamond Monster. Finds good damage onto Tynes. And the grab, he is dead as well.
Yo, that pull was hype for Flurry Q. Ninja Boba finds him a second because of the cats. Now Declaw pounces on to the Chaac. He's not really going to find a kill here. He's got Witchblade and Rootforged Hammer. Not going to be an easy target for him to bring down. But Spicy Waffles starting to dominate their will on this game now. Meanwhile, left-hand side, Anhur. It's risky. It's risky. They're still going to deal with the Malibu. They're still going to deal with the tanky Chaac. Can they do it is the question.
Down. It's going to come here. Can Bacchus belly flop in time? It's down to 30%. This is going to be close. Can he steal as he's in range? Spicy Waffles going to secure it, though. This is going to be another kill, potentially. Double kill actually coming out. They got the Bacchus. They got the Chaac. Big play for Spicy Waffles. It paid off. It was risky.
Ball! He's going to leap over the wall, going aggressive onto Bushy, impale him away. There's not much Bushy can do but pop the sprint chase on. Poison applied. Desert Fury on the backside to make sure he relieves that poison slow for a second or two. Trying to juke out bellies, but Flurry Q with the wisps. And the auto is going to bring him down. They're going to find a speed buff as well for themselves. Spicy Waffles are now just starting to really snowball this out of control. That was a great fire giant call in the end. I thought it was going to be a bit risky because Bacchus is one of the hardest gods to stop from stealing away. Bobat's going to find Tins in the jungle there, bring him down with the cats. There's not a whole lot Poseidon can really do here. He might look for the Kraken now that pounces on cooldown. The trade-in, that was
a 1v2 double kill going for Ninja Bobat right there.
That declaw was revolving.
The big part of that Fire Giant steal, though, or the lack of the steal, rather, was the fact that Malibu simply did not have the Intoxicate. If he had that, he would have been in control of the timing of when it hit that 25% threshold, and likely could have found the steal himself. But because he lacked that big burst of damage, he has a little bit from that belly flop, but it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, and against the Fire Giant, it's not a lot of health. It's maybe 1 or 2%. He can still look for it, but when you're trying to rush in and make sure you're in range for the Wrath of the Gods in time, you can't look to just sit there and time. If someone hits you with a crowd control ability, you can't leap away from it, and you miss the steal regardless. So he played it out right. Unfortunately, it just came down to, you know, I don't want to say luck necessarily, But, you know, two perfectly timed Wrath of the Gods, one is still going to be just a tiny, tiny split second ahead of the other one. So sometimes just comes at the luck of the draw. Who got the lucky split second? Ooh, this could be a pick. Rising Jaguar aggressively
He's going to get full wombo pushed into the tower as well. Burp of the Gods online as well. So Belch of the Gods, should I say, brings him down. And that's going to be a kill for the boys of BFM. Stop the push on the left-hand side from the Bushy. Good play from them for the time being. Just holding on in this one for the time being. They're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination, but they're up against it still.
Definitely. BFM Esports need to look to defend, maybe not at those towers. The tower defenses are always really, really risky, especially when the enemy team has Fire Giant and as strong as an initiation as a Blink Wrath of Terra can be. BFM are trying to sneak in this Gold Fury right now, but the one crush out of Scylla took Poseidon down to about 2/3 of his health, so they're going to be kind of backing out a little bit, but Spicy Waffles' reinforcements are grouping up over here. No, my gosh, Bobat.
He does so much damage right now. Kraken is on cooldown now. Malibu's going to have to belly flop away. The Armor Monster's up. Armor Monster's down. Good crush damage of 609. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Arkill gets caught out. Desert Fury came out for a second, but the Fury was not good enough to keep himself alive. And now the team going to group up in mid lane with the Fire Giant still and this minion wave. Tier 2 tower should fall here. Potentially the Phoenix as well.
Yeah, it's a real possibility. Malibu is healing up the fountain, but will he get out here in time? Tyne's caught out entirely, wasn't able to escape the regurgitate minion slow. Dart is well in trouble. Up in that Stormcloak, going to buy him a moment's he's not getting out of it though. That brief little extra leeway given by that protection from the Stormcall, not going to be enough. Malibu kind of dancing around, having a good time, getting drunk, watching the Titan get aggressed. Heal back the fountain. Try and fill his jug of booze back up with the fountain, but the water has unfortunately run dry. Yeah.
As usual, going for kills. They can't really end just now without the minions being there. Bobat's going to go in deep again. They'll get hit by an Intoxicate. You're drunk, Bobat. Go home. Kill secures the kill with the leap in there over the wall. Meanwhile, Bushy get a split push left-hand side. Push that wave up again. The rest of the team going to rotate round here. Breaking down the tier 2 tower in support as well. Probably steal away that red buff from the jungle with Wolfie on his way over. The team will get tier 2. And we'll see if they continue aggressing. Maybe they'll just go back away, steal what they can, and buy up. Gold Fury is available too.
Yeah, it's a little extra consolation, not consolation, but an extra little prize for them as they make their way out of the enemy side of the jungle. Fire Giant buff's going to be wearing off in just a couple seconds. They can sneak this in quick. It could be a nice pickup, but if they do not, it's going to be a 4v4 fight here in just a second. Sonic Boom coming out, finding all 4 members of the Spicy Waffles right now as the fight is on. The Darkest Knight's coming out. The Crack as well. Bushy finds the first kill. Tynes will fall. Arden King forced out of this one ever. Well, Archive is looking to give chase. So Spurs use into the middle of this Rising Jaguar coming out. Can they find these kills? Wolfie going aggressive. That's going to be the second one of this engagement. They looked to defend the Gold Fury and did not come out in favor of that.
Blink from Flurry Q over the wall with the Wrath of Terra. He's got Wolfie in support. Crush is going to come out, do great damage to his sprinters. Pop up, Regurgitate is there from On King to secure the kill. And Malibu's going to waddle his Elvis impersonating backside back to base.
Yeah, so right now it's definitely going to be a rough road ahead of themselves for Esport. BFM Esports have a rough road ahead of themselves to get themselves back in this. Fire Giant's about to be up in 15 seconds. You can see Spicy Waffles already immediately heading over to that side of the jungle. They have wards in hand pretty much across the board. They establish that vision control. Look to do the dance. They might try and rush down again. Right now, Malibu, they know, is in the left-hand side of the map. They'll have time to sneak it in. The Fire Giant is active right now. Malibu essentially needs to be running to that side of the map right now, or he is not going to be here in time to actually do anything about this Fire Giant buff. That's going to be
on the left-hand side. He's got 2 members who've literally just respawning right now. Chaac went back to base, and now the Fire Giant's under threat again. Already been started by the Bushy here. Nobody's going to be here to defend this one. And so it looks like BFM Esports have kind of surrendered. They're going to lose the Fire Giant here. Look to defend the Phoenixes. There's only 2 remaining for now, and this is the opportunity for the Spicy Waffles to try and close this game out. BFM are up against it. The wall coverage is slack. The position is slack, and Bobat is very, very strong.
That's going to be a pick onto Poseidon as well. They're going to look to be closing this game out here in the very near future. The grab is good. Archon trouble. This person is going to get him out alive, but the crush, the damage from Scylla is great. Archon now trying to run away. Ninja Bobat finds that one in the back of the fight. Malibu trying to get back to the defense of the fountain. I can't talk Hindu.
Well, let's see what's going to happen next, because the Titan is slowly dying. The left Phoenix has decided to be aggressive on Tins, uses the Sonic Boom, but doesn't really find anything worthwhile. The tower Phoenix is still dying. Meanwhile, Bobat leaps in, does great damage to Tins once again. Tins going to fall for the 8th time this game, and now the Titan should fall to the hands of the Spicy Waffles, moving themselves forward to the semi-finals.
Ninja Bobat this game has just been everywhere. 13-2-9 on the Bastet. Sylvanus not far behind. 2-4-16 as support is great. The grabs are all over the place as well. Titan health is still on the look for some kills. Poseidon does find one. It's going to be too little too late to actually mount a proper defense and save the Titan. Spicy Waffles close out this quarterfinal match in 23 minutes 45 seconds. Despite all the upsets we saw elsewhere today, this is not going to be one of them. Spicy Waffles going to be moving themselves on to the semifinal round here in just a little bit.
Yeah, they did a good job in the other brackets. Just as a heads up, we're getting still Gravity X versus Nice Watch is underway. We were trying to bring you that game. Fortunately, not this time around. ELO Fishers, though, did defeat Flash Gaming. 5th seeded Flash Gaming going down to the 13th seeded ELO Fishers. They've moved on to the semi-finals for the first time in the Challenger Cup this season. They'll probably be facing off against Pantera or Six Sigma in that next round game. Meanwhile, Spicy Waffles moving on and will face off against Gravity X or Night's Watch. Which one we will see is to be seen. We'll be back shortly, though, after this short break as we see who advances and who goes home.